People talk about war. We consider its cost. Every 72 minutes, Israel spends on security an amount comparable to building one modern school. Every 24 hours, tens of millions of dollars that don't go to education, healthcare, housing. And this is not during war. This is an ordinary day. Every week, billions of dollars that could have gone to startups, scientific research, improving citizens' lives. And almost no one calculates that this hidden cost is growing exponentially. Today we'll show who really pays and what exactly is being lost. Israel is one of the most protected countries in the world and simultaneously one of the most expensive security systems to maintain. Military expenditures consistently amount to 5–6% of GDP, while developed economies stay at 1.52%, and NATO countries consider 2% a critical minimum. In absolute figures, $20–25 billion per year. But these data don't include emergency operations, reservist mobilization, business compensation, infrastructure restoration, and indirect economic losses. Each day of active military operations costs the budget $150–300 million in direct expenses. But the real losses are indirect consequences. Empty airports, frozen startup investments, postponed international deals. According to the Ministry of Finance, each major operation reduces economic growth rates by 0.3–0.5 percentage points, which in the long term turns into billions of lost GDP. The main expenditure item is not equipment, but people, reservists, hundreds of thousands of citizens who are pulled from the economy at any moment. Engineers, doctors, programmers, entrepreneurs. Their absence stops projects, breaks contracts, and delays scientific research. According to Tel Aviv University estimates, mass mobilization costs the economy billions of dollars in indirect losses that cannot be compensated. Israel is a startup nation, but almost the entire technological ecosystem is embedded in military logic. Cybersecurity, drones, surveillance systems, AI, everything grew from army needs. On one hand, this stimulates innovation. On the other, it fixes the economy in a mode of constant threat. Technologies developed not for the market, but for survival. External factor. U.S. military aid, $3–4 billion per year. Most of it, equipment supplies and training. This reduces budget pressure, but strengthens strategic dependence and political constraints. Security ceases to be an internal matter. It becomes an element of global bargaining. One F-35 fighter jet costs about $100 million. Israel has over 100 such machines, each requiring tens of millions for maintenance annually. Missiles and air defense systems capable of protecting a city cost billions. Each new system creates a point of no return. You need more to protect what already exists. Economists call this asymmetric escalation. Defending is always more expensive than attacking. The social cost is enormous. Universal conscription, reservists, alerts. This is a generation that learns to live with war as background. Young people, instead of startups, science, and projects, spend weeks and months in military camps. According to the Israel Central Bureau of Statistics, tens of thousands of citizens are involved in active combat operations annually. Human capital that cannot be restored. Escalation figures. In May 2021, during the conflict with Hamas, more than 4,000 rockets were fired at Israeli territory. Israel spent tens of billions of shekels on air defense, citizen compensation, infrastructure restoration, and mobilization. Each salvo, millions of dollars in direct and indirect costs. Meanwhile, Hamas damage, hundreds of millions of dollars. This clearly shows the asymmetry of costs and the scale of economic pressure on Israel. The price of security grows faster than the threat because each escalation requires more expensive protective measures. The missile defense system that works today may be overwhelmed by new threats tomorrow. Each new air defense system, each fighter jet creates an endless cycle of costs. Israel lives in an infinite cycle. Crisis, defense, restoration, new crisis. Money goes not to victory or peace, but to maintaining the existing state. The goal so that it doesn't get worse. And here's the main question. What do these billions really buy? Security or postponement? If the economy is restructured for defense, if young citizens live by the cycle of mobilizations and alerts, if technologies develop not for the market but for threats, what remains for growth, future, life? The price of Israel's security is not only budget lines, it's missed opportunities, an economy in alert mode, a future that's paid for in advance, every day. If you want to understand the modern world without slogans and emotions, see real numbers and actual consequences, subscribe to the channel. Each episode of the cycle, The Cost of War, is an opportunity to learn to count the price of conflicts that shape our future. Not just listen, but understand. Don't miss the next videos. The price continues and grows.